Brazil is part of who I am, and the more I come back to Brazil, I know that, and you want to share what you love with other people. So as a teacher, I decided to have a class about Brazil.
Aqui, pessoal, a maioria são daqui, né? São todos daqui da mesma da comunidade, da região nossa mesmo, né? Tem uma ou duas pessoas que vieram de Minas, mas toda a região. São todas as fazendas vizinhas que luteamento saiu aqui, nós ganhamos terreno e construímos, né?
Esse projeto, né, foi do governo do estado, né, Secretaria de Habitação. As pessoas começaram a sair das fazendas por problemas econômicos, dispensavam as famílias, né, mandavam embora. Né? Hoje temos aqui nesse bairro aqui, nessa área do Guilherme Zanetti aqui da CDHU, 57 famílias morando aqui, em torno de umas 400 pessoas, né, que moram mais ou menos aqui no bairro de forma geral, né, incluindo a parte outro lado do bairro aqui, né, que foram doados terrenos pela prefeitura e o pessoal construiu, né, essas casas.
Para morar aqui é bom. Eu nasci, criei, casei, tive 7 filhos e tô aqui ainda. O povo que é muito bom, eles é muito humano, sabe? Se você precisa, né, de uma coisa ou outra, o vizinho vem, nossa, faz, ajuda, é uma comunidade boa.
No começo de Igaraí, né, quem queria trabalhar era na lavoura, era na panha de café, né, então é isso que o povo aqui conhece. E hoje em dia, como já não tem tanta mais lavoura, nós resolvemos passar isso para o tecido.
O Café Igaraí é um projeto de geração de renda que tem o apoio da Fazenda Fortaleza e trabalha, é um grupo de mulheres ex-lavradoras de café que hoje conta a história do café e a história de cada uma de suas trajetórias pessoais através do bordado, da porcelana e de produtos com tingimento natural que usam o próprio café, a casca do café.
Before we even realized what Café Igaraí was, and before we got here, we're approached by our professor to kind of brainstorm different ways to think about product design and based off of the website, what they were already doing and how to help to increase the quantity of what they're producing and also maintain the integrity of the work and the design of the work. And Kimmy came up with a block printing method to help augment what they were doing.
So we liked the idea of printmaking, and so we sort of prepared materials for that, and then basically came here and responded to the women's craft techniques of embroidery and how they were taking to it, what they liked, what they didn't. We pretty much changed our process every day.
The first time I was in contact with Professor Dria Hohenstein and her students, it was in Chicago at Metropolis Café. They were planning a trip to Brazil for social work, and I had put together an exhibit of the work of the women in Igaraí that embroider with coffee as a theme, because that coffee has been the most important activity in our region. And so when the students saw the exhibit, 3 of them asked for an internship at the farm to work with the embroidery project. And so they planned that when they came to Brazil, they stayed longer, and they stayed 5 weeks with me. And this is how a series of internships started with students that were sent by DRIA to do social work in Igaraí.
Silvia Barreto is a member of the Partners of the Americas, and over the years, she and her husband Marcos have really facilitated so many exchanges and so many different resources, conferences, workshops, that we just can't thank them enough. They have one foot in Brazil and one foot in Illinois, which helps a lot. And we use this word parceria in Portuguese, and parceria means joint venture, and we have more than that. It's a true partnership, and a lot of good things that happened over the years with strong results, and we hope they continue.
It's been 1 month since we've been in Brazil, 3 weeks in the Mococa, Igaraí area, and it's been good here.
This project entails getting to know the identity and the people of Igaraí. We worked with youth and we worked with elders. The youth designed interviews as well as conducted interviews to better understand the history of Igaraí.
This is a case of participatory design pedagogy, but it's we do the same thing in Chicago. So it's not like we're going to another country just to do this. We actually do participatory design pedagogy. And what that means is that we think people know what's on their minds and what they would like to see change in their communities.
It's Mr. John's Barbershop. Isso é internacional.
Isso, italiano.
We're hoping to have structures that the community can engage with, basically. And we're looking for their involvement right throughout the process. So you can see at the back here, there's some kids already painting.
It was through a process of working with the students here and going through a design process with the kids, and they designed things that were important to them, important to their community, and we went from there and transferring these designs into something that work together. So a lot of different ideas coming together.
I just walk around the neighborhood, and I got invited to Mr. Martini's house, and he showed me his flower, this one. So I really liked it. And then also some kids just take me to their backyards and just take me to see their flowers.
I think all that I personally am here to do is to create relationships, This mural that we're doing, all it really is a vehicle for us to build relationships with the people around, to be able to talk to people, hang out with people, exchange cultures.
People are being trained to design future cities without knowing who lives there. And we're trying to create processes that allow students to discover who lives there and design with them instead of for them.
I created a platform for the kids to dance on, and I designed hand and feet prints so that they go in a sequence of a dance pattern. I love it. They're really into hip hop and breakdancing, which is pretty popular all over the world. But they also are really interested in learning new styles of movement, which I've enjoyed coming up with different steps with them.
brincadeira delas é muito legal, todo mundo gosta.
More than just leaving dancing or just moves, we want to leave some sort of relationship with them and let them know that we're here for them and we love them.
We're using this to fill the molds for the concrete because we're attempting to build some pretty large structures, and so we're going to try and fill the space with the rubble from the site.
Tô ajudando.
We're learning from each other and helping each other out instead of just coming in and invading someone's community.
We don't talk a lot, but we just understand each other, which is amazing.
I've learned that, things don't have to be perfect, for something to come out. Like building these molds, we definitely improvised.
Tô feliz por estar aqui, eu tô aprendendo, eu não tô ensinando, eu tô aprendendo aqui, né? Professor especial, as alunas também, né? O contato muito bem, além do que nós estamos vendo ser feito aqui para nós de Igaraí.
This is a structure that we designed, just two very simple concrete forms, rectangular forms, sitting across from each other with two pipes running parallel to each other. They can be used for a lot of different functions, possibly tightrope walking, different handlebars for flips and stuff. I actually work in a wood and metal shop at school, and there's kind of like a right answer to everything there. And we came here with ideas of how we were going to construct these sculptures and what kind of materials we were going to use and what the tools that we needed to do so. And we kind of threw our tool book out the window when we got here.
We have, of course, done a lot of readings in the process. I want you to talk about how the readings and on-field work have fused together. How do they link with each other, if they do?
I think it would be one thing for us to come here and just implement a bunch of ideas that we thought were best, that were, fitting the way we thought. But the very key thing that we've been keeping in mind is that there are different voices coming from us, from the community, from people that are supporting us. And, it's not just this linear way of thinking. It's all about interconnected ideas coming in different dimensions.
For the first couple of days, we were just confused about this community because we didn't know what's going on with other people and this community at all. But I think the time made it, and then our mind is widely open to other people and their mind as well. So they accepted us, and then we just jump into their community and their society.
A única coisa boa que tem aqui é isso, quando eles vêm e fazem alguma coisa para tentar melhorar. Porque igual, eles vêm, eles fizeram um brinquedo, a gente fez aquele ponto de ônibus. E se eles não fizerem, ninguém faz.
E é um pessoal que saiu das suas casas, saiu de outros países para vir aqui alavancar e fazer, como diz nós aqui brasileiros, fazer a diferença.
1, 2, 3, eu quero chá, eu quero tchum, tchá, 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 tchá.
It's not about doing things for other people. It's about creating an opportunity to speak. It's all about the dialogue.